My name is Dr. Biswaroop Roy Chowdhury. I am in the field of what we can call as medical engineering. Medical engineering means putting engineering into medicine. I did my graduation in engineering, post-graduation in diabetes, and 2 honorary PhD, one in diabetes and one in chronic kidney disease. And presently I am running 20 hospitals in India. Next slide. 20 hospitals in India, and here for all kind of patients who come to us, we don't use medicine, we use medical engineering. And as you have been, this is a glimpse of my hospital, and Dr. Narjeet sitting here, Dr. Fernando also around. They already have visited last month only, and these are the hospitals all across the country. If you go to my hospital, you will not find medicine, drugs, but something else. And we specialize in reversing diabetes type 1. So when I say type 1, so it is very hard to digest that can type 1 be reversed? Can the children of type 1 lead their life without medicine? And that's what is about my presentation. There are two kinds of disease I'll talk about. One is type 1 diabetes and second is chronic kidney disease. The people who are dependent on dialysis, is it possible to bring them out of that dependency and make them healthy as they were before? So that is what I'm trying to explain. And my first innovation, which we did about 12 years back, that is through this book, Last Days of Diabetes, that what we call as DIP diet, a kind of diet which we give to our patients, and then we see by third day the blood sugar starts reducing, the blood pressure starts reducing by 7th day, and by 10th day their weight start coming down, their energy start going up. So the DIP diet is very simple. Normally one can Google and find it out, but I'll take just 1 minute to make you understand this. In DIP diet, the very interesting, till 12 noon you have to be only on fruits, any 3 to 4 kind of fruit, and important is the calculation which you can see on the screen. It depends on the body weight. For example, my body weight is 70 kg, so I'll make into 10, that becomes 700, and now I'll make it, instead of kg, I'll make it gram. This means if I am on DIP diet, at least 700 grams of fruits I have to finish before 12 noon. That is the first job, first step. Second step is for lunch and dinner, always have 2 plates. Plate 2 is your favorite plate, conventional plate, what you normally eat. That is roti, sabji, dal, chawal, whatever you have been eating, your traditional diet. But plate 1, before you touch the plate 2, plate 1 is the vegetable. 3 to 4 kind of vegetable which you think that you can eat in raw, tomato, cucumber, radish, carrot, etc. And here also the most important thing is the calculation. Your body weight into 5 this time. My body weight into 5, that becomes 350, but I will make it gram. This means I have to eat about 350 grams of raw vegetables, and then only I am allowed to eat plate 2, which is the normal cooked food. This is lunch and dinner. The final step is avoid anything which comes out of animal, avoid anything which comes out of factory. And yes, you can include some kind of sprouts, nuts, and everyday sunshine. If not 40 minutes, let it be only 14 minutes or 15 minutes. So the moment you start doing it, what we have seen consistently over the last 1 decade, within the first 3 days the blood sugar starts dropping. Within the first 3 days to 7 days, the blood pressure start dropping. This means the people, they are forced to taper down the insulin, forced to stop the medications. So this we have been seeing, and lately in 2018, a randomized control trial was done by Government of India itself on what I have been saying, and these are the links of the randomized control trial done by Ministry of Ayush, Government of India. And although this randomized control trial was on bone disease, the effect of DIP diet on bone disease, and they realized that if the bone disease patient are put on DIP diet, so they get relief within 2 months. And here my friend Dr. Aziz, one of the well-known doctor of Malaysia, Dr. Aziz, are you there? Sir, please. Dr. Aziz has done a trial, observation study of DIP diet and on chronic kidney disease patient, and with the, under Lincoln University College, and here he added cupping therapy also, and within less than a month time, that is 25 days, the chronic kidney disease patients GFR, it increased substantially. So this is the letter which says all this. And interestingly, recently even government of Nepal Health Ministry, they did a trial on DIP diet, and but this time the trial was on diabetes patients, and they found that within 7 days most of them could get rid of the medication, and they were able to maintain the same blood sugar which they had been maintaining, but with the help of medication. So this means there are two randomized control trial and one observation study by Dr. Aziz, which has proven that DIP diet can be effective in bone disease, in chronic kidney disease, in diabetes, in blood pressure, and in obesity, of course. So these are the evidences which you can see. Now the video operator, okay, let's see. Now you see, this is the head down tilt. Let's say this is the normal bed, my video. This is a normal bed on which we lie down, right, 180 degree, and let's say this is the patient, video. This is the patient. So what we do in our hospital, Dr. Narjis has seen it already, to our patients, we tilt the bed 10 degree. We tilt the bed at the angle of 10 degree, and for that we use this inclinometer. No. My video. You project the camera here. You project the camera here, on me. You project the camera on me. Make it live. Make me live. So here, through inclinometer, later on you can have a closer look. Here we know it is at 0 degree incline. Now what I do, I have to incline it by 10 degree. So I place these two books. And now when I check it, it is almost 10 degree inclined. 10 degree inclined, that means it is equivalent to what you see on the screen right now. So and the legs are towards the side which is higher. When we put the patient in this posture for 2 hours, the urine output increases within the first 2 hours itself. So we have seen consistently the patients, chronic kidney disease patient with a nil urine output, we keep a record of the urine and we see first day about 100 ml urine output within the first 2 hours, the moment the patient are in this posture. But we recommend that every day they have to be on this posture for 2 hours, that is in empty stomach. So originally you can try at home, it seems to be very easy, but you will see, most of us will not be able to do more than 30 minutes. The first day, you will not be able to sustain lying down in this posture more than 30 minutes. Why? Because the power of gravity, it is pulling the blood from the, it is pulling the blood from the legs towards the kidney, right, and towards the upper part near the heart. And once this is done, the kidney activates, the urine output increases, and these, whatever I am saying, is already there in the medical literature. If you want to know more about it, you can read this book for the references. So my protocol is very simple: DIP diet plus head down tilt. So whenever a chronic kidney disease patient calls us, so we ask them what are the classic symptoms. The classic symptom of chronic kidney disease is uncontrolled blood pressure, number 1. Number 2, urine output very, very less or nil. Very, very less means anything less than 400 ml ml in the 24 hours, number 2. Number 3, most important, swelling in the limbs. So now we say the moment you do this and be on the diet, DIP diet, within the first 24 hours, our expectation is urine output should increase by about 100 ml. His swelling should vanish little bit, right? Clearly vanished, can be compared through picture, photographs. And once they keep on doing it for several days, and a time comes when his urine output increases, say about half a liter per day, which we consider a substantial improvement. So for most of the patient, many of the patients who are recently diagnosed or who are recently recommended for dialysis, if a patient has not already gone for dialysis, just the doctor said, now it is the time that you have to consider dialysis. If the patient comes at that position, then what I just said, these two protocols are enough to recover. How we know the patient is recovering? That is, we consider the symptom, whether the symptoms are vanishing or not. If the symptoms are vanishing, this means the patient are recovering. Okay. Now, come back to the screen. Light switch off, come back to the screen. So, but there now consider the third case, the most difficult case, the patients who are already in dialysis. The patient who had been going to dialysis about twice a week and they've been going for last 1 year, 1.5 years, sometimes 2 years, 3 years, right? They had been on dialysis, urine output is always nil for those patients. So, for those patients, using the law of gravity, what we call as you see in the top, hot water immersion, the most powerful tool. Hot water immersion, this means we put the patient in a water tub and the temperature of the water is 40 degrees Celsius, and I'll show you my hospital. You see, these are all chronic kidney disease patients who had been going to dialysis almost twice or thrice a week. Instead of that, we ask them to be on a hot water. Here you see the temperature of the water is 40 degrees Celsius and the water level is till neck, as you can see, and they have to lie down like this posture for 2 hours. So there are 3 factors, there are 3 parameters. One is the depth is till the neck. Second is maintaining of the temperature 40 degrees Celsius. And third is total number of time in the tub is about 2 hours. So now again it seems to be very simple for you that people are just idly sitting in the bathtub, but if you try it yourself while you are healthy, I am healthy, again you will see you will not be able to sustain more than 30 minutes, 40 minutes in this posture. Why? Because you will start feeling suffocating. Why? Because the law of gravity is working against you. Although you are stationary, but your heartbeat will increase, your pulse will increase, your BP will increase, and a time will come when you will be as tired as you would have been had you been doing a gymming or had you been doing some running kind of activity. So you can compare it with this. But interestingly, the chronic kidney disease patients, their body chemistry is different from healthy patients. I have seen consistently again and again the chronic kidney disease classic patients, they are able to sit reasonably well for longer period in comparison to the healthy person. For example, let's say there are 2 bathtubs, in one healthy person like me sitting and other dialysis patient sitting, chances are that I will not be able to sustain for long period, but he will be able to sit for longer period. Right? Because in his body it is the water which is already deposited. Here the principle is very simple. We are using skin as third kidney. With the pressure of the water, additional pressure of the water in addition to the atmospheric pressure and the heat of 40 degrees, the skin converts into the third kidney. An interesting thing which you can do at home, and that is in the first day itself, in the first 1 hour, forget about 2 hours, you can expect 500 grams to 1 kg reduction in weight. And then when the patient comes out and we see the 500 gram weight loss, then we realize it is that swelling which was there before he went into the bathtub, that swelling got vanished to a great extent. And one second interesting thing is, especially those patients whose blood pressure remains uncontrollable in spite of taking medication. With this is a very, very effective to control the blood pressure, and that effectiveness you can see on the first day, in the first hour itself. So what we do in our hospital, the protocol is very clear. Before the patient goes inside the bathtub, we take the blood pressure, we take the weight, and we take the pulse, and after he comes out of it, again we take all of them, including the swelling, how much it is looking, right? And then we have seen that for most of the patients, always the blood pressure keeps on reducing, swelling reduces, and also energy level increases. So all those things, weight reduces, all those things we keep a record, and we see the similar result. This means now they can skip dialysis. So let's say a patient come to us and normally he goes for 2 dialysis per week, and the moment they start with all the therapy like this, within 1 week they used to go for 2 dialysis, now within 10 days they go for 1 dialysis, and then 15 days, and within 3 months for many of them they get freedom from dialysis. But yes, instead of dialysis they have to do this at home. But the good thing about this is they need not to do for rest of their life, only 3 months, 4 months, sometimes 6 months, but then slowly they can taper off all of them, but DIP diet they still continue. But now they are free from dialysis and the medication and all the symptoms. Observational study was done by Dayanand Ayurvedic College and Sridhar University in India on our patient in our hospital, and they found that 75% of the patients could be free from dialysis, total freedom from dialysis. So that is their conclusion. If you want to read that the observation study, so this is the poor people. What they do what you see at their home, right? They use it, they're inside the hot water, and you see they were kidney patient. They were having dialysis twice a week, thrice a week, but now instead of that, instead of going to hospital, they decided to be in the bathtub, or this is a refrigerator, and the door is taken away, right? And refrigerator they bought from a second-hand market, right? And even then that helped him. Now you see this patient, he made a wall in his bathroom, already there is a geyser, and he maintained a temperature. He is an engineer in the Maharashtra, and he made a portable bathtub which can be carried anywhere, right, with the wheels, right? So these are all innovation done in India by our chronic kidney disease patient. Now you see, this is another innovation. He kept a television also in his bathroom, so that those 2 hours he can entertain himself. Now you see, this patient, he didn't have place inside his home to make a bathtub, so he made a cemented bathtub outside, and now this patient, Syntex tank, the water tank, he cut into 2 pieces and he used that as a bathtub. But these few of the people, they bought the conventional bathtub from the Amazon, etc., and they tried to use it. The problem with these bathtub is the total effect will come only if you are dipped under the water till neck. But the depth is less, as you can see. This means either they have to be in the bathtub for longer duration, or the benefit will not be great. Here again the water tank is divided into 2, and this fellow, for his wife, who was a chronic kidney disease patient, made a bathtub, and this man, he dig on the earth and innovated a way to cost effectively create a bathtub. This is a poor man from Rajasthan, and he also used very less money to make a bathtub at home. This young man, as you can see in the water, 17 years old only, twice a week dialysis, but no more now. Now he is dialysis free because he had been doing this hot water immersion only at home. This means no money is also required, only technique that can be done at the convenience of the home. And if you want to know more about all this, you can read in this book how the people in India, they started innovating hot water immersion, GRAT system, and now this observation study I am talking about, one very respected journal called International Journal of health care. This is by the Taylor and Francis group, which is one of the oldest journal group, and they have accepted for the publication of our observation study in their journal. So this is the reference, why I am showing this, so that you have little bit faith on me that it is not just on air I am talking about. We are literally doing it in our hospital, and maybe I'll invite it not only in India but here also. Last time I came here, that was the month of June. No, it was 23rd June to 25th June, 3 days. I was here for a camp, right? And my team here, I will introduce my team, Grace and Jessica, please come here. So this same system, what we do in India in our hospital, Dr. Narjeet is having my Lifeline Center. I visited last time, and he learned all the things. He's seen the patients benefit. Dr. Fernando sitting right there, he was also there last month. He saw all the patients and how they could miraculously heal, and some of the patients were even diabetes type 1 patients. And the similar thing we did in Kuala Lumpur here only on 23rd to 25th June. Here I am presenting only one of the patient's testimonial, just to make you understand. It is not that this works only on Indian patient, it can work even on Malaysian patients, right? So here you see, I am talking about one patient. On 6th June, his parameter was 8.57 was his creatinine, his urea was 150, and swelling in leg, weakness and laziness. But after he started all this, whatever I just told, you see his creatinine reduced to 5.79, his urea reduced to 42, and no swelling, freshness and energetic, and this too within 20 or 30 days of this, only within 1 month. And interesting thing is, he did not do 100%, he did 50%. Why I am saying 50%? For that I am going to show his video. Let's see what he says. These are his pathology report before and after, which I am sure that not visible from that, ignore it, but see his point of view, what he says. This video, audio भी है इसमें, including audio. एक बार फिर से ये है, अब आ गया. The video is not coming. So as you can see, if you can see from there, his body is immersed in the water only till chest, right? Not up to the neck. So I think there is some problem in this. Okay. Oh yeah.
Until now, I have been trying to do this device single or couple of days, times, daily, especially when I was not going for dialysis. I'm having hemodialysis 3 times a week. And now I found out the symptom. My legs very gone. No more sweat. And my body is still sweat. patient is exhausted all day long.
So this is the patient. He stays in Kuala Lumpur only, right? His dialysis was from Sabang Jaya Medical Center, Selangor, Malaysia. You may be aware of this center. So these all things can be verified, and I hope that it can be duplicated here in Malaysia. And for that, Dr. Narjeet right here, he is taking initiative to start it in his own hospital, that is My Life Center Hospital, which is in Kuala Lumpur. And till the time Dr. Narjeet is able to start his hospital equipped with hot water immersion and GRAD system, till that time, to benefit the patient, my team in Kuala Lumpur, Jessica and Grace, you come here. And this is the next residential tour, that is on 23rd to 25th of November. I'll be here in this hotel. Interestingly, Hotel Istin, in every room there is a bathtub, right? And the manager of the hotel, he learned that how to keep the temperature under control 40 degree for 2 hours. Right, but when the patient starts with first day, we don't recommend 2 hours, we just say 30 minutes to 45 minutes. And in the last camp also, we have seen the improvement even when the patient did less than recommended time. So this is the next our camp in Malaysia. So I invite all of you to witness the camp, not as a patient, because here there is no chronic kidney disease patient. But yes, this will give you a hope, this will give you the confidence that yes, very simple thing can also be effective, right? So it is not important that the thing is simple or complicated. Important is whether it is giving a result or not. So the results are there, and those who are curious to know and learn, this brochure is there. This can be taken from my team or from me, and I hope that one day, with your support, with your help together, we can make this world a better place to live, and we can help the patient free from dialysis. Thank you. Thank you, please. Thank you. So I am around, and since it is the last lecture, after that Dr. Narjeet, Dr. Fernando right there, Dr. Aziz right there, or me, or Silverani there, Grace, Jessica, we can have talk, anything you want to ask, I am there outside, right? So all the best. I welcome all of you. I propose with Dr. Narjeet that the next MAAFIM meeting next year, I propose, if you give an opportunity, you can host it in our hospital in New Delhi. And our hospital, the biggest one, is 1000 bed, is this much auditorium is there, residential, everything is there. So it will be our honor if Dr. Paramjit Kaur, if you are listening, it will be my honor, our honor to host the MAAFIM along with Dr. Narjeet in India, in New Delhi, in our hospital. If you see our hospital, it doesn't look like hospital, it looks like a resort, right? Because we want the people to be comfortable, and while being in a comfort, they should be cured. Thank you friends, all the best. Thank you.
अगर आप लाइफ सेविंग वीडियोस, हेल्थ टिप्स के रेगुलर अपडेट्स चाहते हैं, हमसे व्हाट्सएप से जुड़ना चाहते हैं, तो स्क्रीन पे दिए हुए नंबर पर व्हाट्सएप कीजिए अपना नाम।